I'm like, look, casters need a break too, and I think we've just demonstrated why.
So, gang, and it's going to be Luminosity on the attack first. Do not be fooled. I do not think they are actually going to running 2 Bastions, but hey, one never knows. Taking a look at things that are a little bit more set in stone, however. For the defense, we're going to have Cruz on the Lucio, Volataja on McCree, Unfixed on Junkrat, Too Easy on Symmetra, Morte on the Zenyatta, and Winghaven, rounding things out on the Reinhardt.
Yeah, that's a pretty safe bet, but we might have the Hanzo strat here. For those of you who are new to Overwatch, welcome. Welcome to foggy London town. We're in King's Row. One of the strategies that teams will run, IDDQD still does this as well, is you run 5 to 6 Hanzos. Now, Hanzo has an ability called Scattershot, which shoots an arrow at the ground, and then it goes all sorts of directions, you know, employing various geometries. That Scattershot will just sometimes kill people, most often supports or crucial members of your team when it does successfully hit. Some teams will defend against it, some teams don't think it'll happen, but it costs you almost nothing to just fire that shot, switch to the hero you were going to play anyway. So you see the Hanzo strat, as we call it, shooting scatter arrows to this first point on King's Row rather often, and we may see it right now as that's what they're queued up to do.
Yeah, in fact, this is going to be interesting. We're going to watch the arrows as they fly out from this view.
Usually you run a Mercy with this to damage boost.
Well, look at how they're
Seagull's protesting.
Look at how they're trying to protect this here. And yeah, Seagull not actually being part of the Hanzo strategy here. Oh, they're trying to make them think that's normal. But then the Hanzo arrows come in.
We've seen a lot of like juking with that too, that teams will hold a couple
All right,
off.
so Seagull there was the decoy. Seagull's just like, I'm going to act like just casual business Zarya. We're going out as normal, and then the Hanzos come in. There's all levels of mind games going on with that, I suppose.
Well, offensively, they are going to be running Harblue on a Pharah. He's going to be followed by his good friend Esper on Mercy. Seagull and Milo on double Zaryas here, and Pyro will run Lucio and Enigma on McCree. So double Zarya, new thing.
Yeah, double Zarya, I mean, honestly, double Zarya has been really powerful in the past and sort of fell out of favor, but Zarya doing more damage, the damage part of it is more in line. Landing some good rockets onto the back of the Reunited roster. So far, Reunited stands strong, no picks just yet. Too Easy, though, able to take out Pyro for first kill of the game. Meanwhile, Harblue's still in the back, still able to get him poke. Has to be careful, though, because here comes Volataja, and that is not someone you want after you as a Pharah.
No,
meanwhile, on the point, they're getting decent cap value on the point. They've already gotten a third. Even though Reunited is hanging in there, they're not hanging in there without a bit of a penalty, as now Luminosity, with 2/3 capped on the point, they have to get on here. And overall, the attrition a bit in favor of Luminosity, as they're very close to taking point A. Volataja, though, coming in with a bit of the cleanup. 3 kills for Volataja to clean that up. But hey, for a good first push from Luminosity, that was pretty good. 2/3 cap thus far.
It's interesting because you can't really run Zarya as a solo tank, right? You generally need a shield, but running 2 of them, then most people are going to have shields anyway. She can self-shield too, so it's a pretty interesting replacement.
Yeah, I mean, the double Zarya can be very, very effective just in protecting vulnerable members of your team, and then some. Also works out great with Pharah. So Luminosity regrouping back at full strength. Harblue going to be coming in over the top. There is a tire, though, that's going to take him out. Rip Harblue. Tire getting its mark in. So we'll see how much Luminosity actually takes in on this. In fact, we see the fight getting brought to Luminosity here. But look at this, Graviton Surge. Milo with the quad kill! Just off of that, wasn't even his Graviton, that was Seagull's Graviton. He just went behind it, right-clicked a few times, and then boom goes the dynamite as 4 people just get absolutely slaughtered.
But now he's able to charge up his own Graviton, doing all of that damage they kept prone.
Yep, he's moving forward, and we might see the other Graviton already. Here comes the Graviton. I'm not sure they're going to get the fall they want from it, but it's going to hold them there, at least for a little bit.
Yeah, Barrage is a little late. They do get a couple kills, though, from Harblue, and they're just rolling through this, and now both Zaryas are charged those Ghostbusters.
Oh, look at Milo is all sorts of charged up right now, and both Zarya is just running to the back line to make space as the cart rolls through the streets now for Luminosity.
I love this. This is so cool. Zarya is Bay, and double Zarya, double Bay. This is so fun to watch.
Yep, definitely. I mean, both Zarya is just really far out, pushing Reunited back, and great time is being made right now by Luminosity.
Yeah, I mean, it's just that area control of her right click, too. I mean, they're just dropping bombs from a distance. They're almost all the way through streets, but Reunited is going to be able to post up on defense here. They're going to bring the fight.
Yeah, Reunited is reestablished here. They do have the defensive Sunbearer. Defensive Earthshatter comes down. They are just rushing down Luminosity like mad. Luminosity saying, look, just back up, everyone, back up.
Yeah, very solid retreat there. Actually speed bursted into the retreat. Nice little shift play by Pyro to get them out of there safely.
Yep, note that Enigma does have Deadeye. charge up coming up here from Seagull. Graviton Surges will be out soon. Here comes the defense of Reunited, though, pushing very deep in. Voltagia able to take out Enigma. One Graviton Surge is out. Voltagia, though, with the triple kill, gonna negate the overall effect of that Graviton Surge. In fact, Seagull gonna go down as well, so a nice defense there by Reunited.
Yeah, the High Noon was already set up as they were getting Graviton Surge. Voltagia able to take out 3. Seagull tried to make something happen after that to salvage that Graviton. Unable to do so, gets picked off in the end, but they do have another Graviton ready to go.
They are going to have a lot of Graviton Surges this game in general, just switching up between the two of them. And Seagull right now holding on his Graviton. We should see it very shortly as we move forward. Speed boost is out. Graviton might be coming out, but Seagull gets stunned by the Kree there, and that's going to hurt a little bit. Offensive Sound Barrier is out. Heartblue takes out Cruz. Still momentum in favor of Luminosity as they go here. 2 kills for them so far. Too easy fighting back a little bit with the kill on the Heartblue. Worth noting here that Voltagia is still alive, looking for picks, trying to get on the back with Pyro, not able to get on him just yet, but look at this. Voltagia in the back, has the supports in his sights, takes out Esper, now looking for Pyro, not able to do it. Enigma able to take him out instead. And Heartblue and Enigma getting a whole bunch of the kills there, moving forward, and Luminosity threatening now for the second to last checkpoint.
Yeah, Enigma with the gaudy yellow McCree skin, I love it.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd say I love it.
Oh, Banana McCree's best McCree.
Banana McCree, it's more like it's an atrocity that's a human rights violation, but we'll leave that as it is. Enigma able to take out Unfixed, and Luminosity doing really well. They're really far pushed up. They're keeping Reunite pushed back, and they're getting solid progress on the cart and making great time in general right now.
Yeah, I mean, I just love this Zarya spam. Look at this. I mean, it's kind of like reminds me of TF2 demo. They're just throwing those pipes out, keeping people at bay.
Yep, taking a look. Carblue on the top. Good positioning as Pharaoh, looking to rain down rockets. Has Morte in his sights. Going to back up a little bit and not be too aggressive here. Doesn't want to run the ire of Voltagia. Ultimate-wise, we do have a Deadeye coming for Voltagia off the... Oh no, off the Graviton Surge. Reunited coming in. Big Wombo's out. 4 kills for Reunited. And they're going to push Luminosity back.
Yeah, they really needed that too.
All this Graviton surging, though. We have 1 Zarya on the defense, 2 Zaryas on the attack. Good day to be group hugging your teammates, I guess.
Yeah, it's a banner day for the pink hair dye industry.
Definitely. So, moving forward, we see Luminosity offense coming back over. Unfixed, though, with the Death Blossom is going to pick off Pyro. Doesn't get too much more than that. Going to back off behind his Reinhardt. Still not bad from Unfixed. 1 down for the Luminosity side as we move forward. Graviton Surge is out. We might be seeing a Deadeye to go along with it, but I'm not sure that Graviton actually hit anything.
Hit no one.
Yeah, Seagull's Graviton is going to whiff there, unfortunately. Milo still has his Graviton, though, so we'll see what happens there. Voltagia, though, in the back, is able to take out Enigma. Meanwhile, taking a look at Milo. Milo holding on to that Graviton, could be looking to use it. I'm not sure he has the follow-up, though, if he does use it.
And there is High Noon ready, but...
Yeah, Enigma able to take out Winghaven, so Winghaven still staying alive, and they're holding in here, waiting for reinforcement. So Resurrect does come up. 3 kills now for the offense. Enigma really turning this around. Graviton Surge does come out, gets the Reaper and the Reinhardt. Winghaven might be going down this. Down goes Winghaven. Justice reigns from above from Heartblue, and now Luminosity turning the tide of battle in their favor. Really nice play coming out from Milo. Good patience. And really excellent stuff from Enigma.
Yeah, they're gonna kind of ride this really close. They're gonna try to trickle on, but here comes the defensive sound barrier, offensive sound barrier.
Offensive sound barrier is out, yeah, and then we see Heartblue looking for this Mercy. Wants to take out the Mercy early. Mercy in the middle of everyone. I'm not sure Morte was going there. D.Va is out. This is now turning into a very last moment push coming out for the defense. Defense desperately trying to stay alive here. And really only Unfixed that's on the point. Cruz coming in as well. Cruz going to try to hold on to the very last part of the point. In comes Morte, more D.Va. Voltagia and Morte on D.Va. He's going to get pushed back, and as a result, we are going to see Luminosity complete the map, and that time was, I would say, I don't know, 6.5 minutes, something like that.
That was a pretty solid time. Like, it took him a couple minutes to get the first point here.
Oh, this, I wonder if this is the beginning where he just
gotta be.
Flops. It is. Looks like it. Graviton Surge from Seagull. Milo just casually walks up, right mouse button, down everyone goes. Hi guys, I'm Zarya, and I'm in the meta again. How are you?
Damage
7.5
as well,
right.
So little props to Esper there on the damage boost.
Yep.
728. You know, I thought it was faster. Just my eye test, I thought it was going.
Yeah, I thought it was faster too, but 728 it is. Game doesn't lie.
No, not yet. It has not become sentient enough to lie. So a beatable time, but it's still a very good time, though. I love the double Zarya. I mean, she's back, boys.
Are you saying that the timer is not Tay tweets? And I'm just going to leave that there and not delve any further to that.
If it's a meme, I don't get it anyway, so it may be checked.
It's Microsoft's ill-fated automatic tweeting algorithm. It was supposed to learn from people, and man, did it learn from the internet in the worst possible way.
Yeah,
but
that sounds like
we'll just leave that as it is. But I guess the one funny thing about that is that someone tweeted that, what's the best system? And it said the PlayStation 4 is better than the Xbox as a Microsoft robot, so there are some issues with Tay tweets. We'll leave it at that, and that's the mildest issue that had. But
I would imagine.
Taking a look here, the time to beat is 7:28. Reunited going to be on the attack, going to be Luminosity on the defense, and we'll see what they bring out for the defending side here, and they are going to be speed boosting out Heart Blue and then some X.
Yeah, again, just another strategy. If you're just joining us, welcome. This is Overwatch, the best game in the world. So what they're doing is adding a couple Lucios into their initial composition on the rollout. They're going to be able to speed boost Harblu to the point as fast as possible. Why that's important is that Symmetra has 6 turrets, but has a cooldown after 3. After those 3 get down, she has to wait a little bit. So what they want to do is get her to the point as quickly as possible to get all 6 turrets up for maximum effect, and then they will switch to the heroes that they're actually going to play. Lucio Speed Burst. She is running very quickly.
Yeah. They're using 4. I think they're using 4 Lucio speed boost for this, so even extra speeds, as it were. But looking at the people that have selected their heroes, we got Milo on the Reinhardt, Harblu on the Symmetra, Enigma on McCree, Pyro on Lucio, Seagull on the Junkrat, and Esper gonna round things out on the Zenyatta.
Yeah, I mean, as much as we've lauded Pluppy's Junkrat play, Seagull has also played a very strong Junkrat. They try to hold almost the same areas here. I would imagine you'll see Seagull at some point head up to these stairs, perhaps not. On offense, though, it does not look like we're going to be seeing the Hanzo strategy, which is, you know, to each their own, team-wise.
They skip geometry class, X. That's all you have to say.
Euclid is not their favorite hero. Winghaven will be on Reinhardt, though. Too Easy, of course, on Pharah, followed by Morte on Mercy. Cruz will be playing Lucio. Valutaja on Cowboy. McCree and Unfixed will be playing the offensive Junkrat.
Yep, on offensive Junkrat, we've seen more and more. It's gotten a lot of value over time, and Seagull already lobbing those bombs over the wall as Unfixed lobbing the bombs over the wall. Seagull lobbing them the other way. Both teams trading back and forth here as Reunited goes forward. Yeah,
they're not holding Junkrat Alley, as it were. Too Easy actually just walks up there expecting to run into resistance, does not, is going to think better of it, meet up with his Mercy, and regroup with his team.
Too Easy with the first pick in the game. Is able to take out the Heart Blue. That is not an insignificant first pick. That means the teleporter is going to get delayed. And now we're going to see just how offensive Reunited is as they move forward here. Voltage being a little bit disciplined behind everything. Too Easy raining rockets from above. Enigma, though, able to take out Unfixed. Seagull able to take out Winghaven. So 2 kills for Luminosity, starting to push back this offense coming out from Reunited.
Yeah, they had a great window there by taking down Hard Blue early on. I thought that was really going to signal some strong aggression there, but Luminosity had other ideas, able to get kills and really stall out this offensive push.
Yeah, really nice stuff coming out of Enigma and Seagull there, able to back pull up. We do have the Resurrect coming out from Morte here. Morte is able to res without dying. Too Easy coming in over the top now. Nice positioning from Too Easy. Raining rockets from above. Barrage got come out as well. Maybe a little bit overeager on the barrage though, as everyone got out of his line of sight. Not the Reinhardt though. Gets a Reinhardt pick. And Reunited now looking very strong as they go in. And what a nice play from Too Easy. Juggling Zenyatta into the air. Down he goes. And just like that, Reunited going to take point A and start moving forward.
Yeah, they made it look too easy. Huh. It's way too easy to make those puns, and that one even wasn't intentional. Oh, Too Easy has the capability of absolutely going off in games. He went nuts right there, took the first point just off of the strength of himself, able to zone out with that barrage as well. Actually did make it look pretty easy there.
And we already have a switch off here. Seagull getting off the Junkrat, going on the Zarya. Zarya very much loved by Luminosity so far. So we see Too Easy running through here, throwing down rockets. I gotta imagine we're gonna be seeing a tire soon. Deadeye is out from Enigma, so they have to watch out for that. Definitely don't want to run afoul of it as they move forward. So far, both teams still at full strength, poking, looking for positioning. One tire is out from Voltage, or from Unfixed. Not gonna get quite the value he's looking for. Voltage out with the Deadeye, not able to get that either, but the important thing here is that these ultimates are zoning Luminosity back, so they are getting payload push even still.
Yeah, I think you're going to see them take the fight to him. Here it comes right
there they are. The defensive Earthshatter is down. In comes Harblu over the top with the follow-through. And it's taking a look. Too Easy still alive in the fight, still laying down counter rocket fire. Both teams still trying to slug it out, but definitely momentum in favor of Luminosity as they move forward here. And interesting enough, looking at Harblu on the Farah able to get some good shots in regardless. And look at this, he's over the back, he has good positioning, he is hitting anything he wants to right now. 2 kills though for the
they flipped around.
Reunited side, so they're able to go forward there.
4 dead on Luminosity. Here comes a very late ultimate from Seagull. It does slow them down a bit, but no follow-up as most of his team was bed. And don't love that ult right there.
I don't know what you're supposed to call those ults, zoning Zarya ults, because it happens either if it's too early or it's too late. It'll delay people for a little bit. It doesn't really have the value you want. And Reunited gonna continue moving forward here with a relatively quick pace.
That's really kind of tragic that ult is out because Hardblue has his Barrage up, Enigma has his High Noon up. It would have been nice to combo with those two.
Yep, so we see both teams positioning here. We do have Earthshatter up for the offense. Winghaven looking for his opportunity. Has to get through Milo, do it. Meanwhile, Hardblue, Justice reigns from above, gets the double kill. Nice stuff coming up from Hardblue there. And Hardblue, look at this, the Resurrect coming up, gonna undo some of it. Too easy with the counter barrage, able to 2 kills of his own. And meanwhile, Hardblue's still in the back, waiting for his opportunity. Voltaja, good Deadeye, and now Hardblue might be very much in trouble here. The entirety of the Reunited team looking at him. Voltaja in hot pursuit. He is going to fall off the cliff as he gets shot to death. So Reunited making the most of that fight. A very, very good Resurrect by Morte is what turned the tide there.
Already in panic mode is Luminosity as Enigma comes up as May. They're just looking to delay this last point. Hardblue switches to Reaper. Milo now on Winston too. This is a
we have the Tire bobbing weaving here. Tire looking for value. Look at how sneaky the Tires have gotten here. The Tire takes out 2 people. So, Too Easy coming in over the top with rockets. Resurrect comes up from Esper, going to bring some of the Fallen up, but the Fallen are dying again. Voltage with the kill on Hardblue. And Milo able to do a little bit as Winston. Winghaven swinging the hammer left and right. Seagull and Milo coming in, trying to clean this up. The momentum has still been in favor of Reunited, though. Unfixed takes out Enigma. Voltage is down, though, so their big gun is down, so to speak. We do see the Graviton Surge coming out from Seagull, and this might be what they need to clear up the rest of it.
Yeah, the Cruz and Unfixed are going to get cleaned up at some point here, and that point is right now, but they did get the card very close. Little 2.5 minutes left to push this card to the end.
Yeah, I mean, Reunited, all they need is one more good push, and they will crack Luminosity and take map 1. But that might be easier said than done.
It was a huge kill early, though, taking out Morte, because he had Res up and ready and could have kept that fight going.
Yep, so they're moving in. We see Winghaven does have Earthshatter back up. Voltaja has Deadeye. Not too much up for the defense. Soundbearer is up, which is very good. They could rush in off that. But if they rush in too deeply, they are going to meet the hammer of Winghaven. So might be what's happening here. Soundbearer is up. Voltaja with the Deadeye, saying it's high noon. Enigma takes out Winghaven, however, so there will be no Earthshatter. Voltaja going to even out 5-5 between both teams right now. Voltaja looking for the pickoff in the back, trying to get Reaper, not able to get it. Seagull shuts him down. And 4 kills now for Luminosity as they move forward. This should be a successful hold for them so far.
Yeah, making it look easy. That kill feed all on their side. It's going to be after a complete regroup from Reunited. Push back now, and it looked really rough for Luminosity early. The Resurrection kept them alive in a couple fights ago, and now they're able to switch off to different heroes. The May is out of the mix. Enigma now on Soldier 76.
Yeah, Enigma with the switch up. We've seen more 76 as time has gone on. 76 pretty effective. Offensive Soundbearer is coming up. Seagull, though, just got Graviton Surge. I gotta think it's gonna be coming down any moment now. They're all grouped up. They're all in the Graviton Surge. Reinhardt, though, able to mitigate some of it. We did see a Death Blossom come in from Hardblue. Not necessarily the most valuable. Unfixed flanking from the other side gets a double kill. Death Blossom coming in from the back. So what a fight that was looking so good for Luminosity turned on them in an instant by the good play of Reunited. Now Reunited threatening. They only have a minute left to finish out the map. They need to get this. They have the momentum on their side. Deadeye is out now from Voltaja. Down goes Winston. Here comes Mix-Up. Mix-Up getting onto the final point. It is absolute pandemonium at the end. Earthshatter comes down. Yeah, and what we're seeing here, we're seeing a lot of chain deaths from Luminosity. I don't know if they're going to be able to stall enough time. They have to stall for 45 more seconds.
They're trying with the maze, but that's clear right now. Milo gets on the card at the last possible second. They're able to push him off. That is map.
Yep, so first map going to be going the Reunited. Reunited, not a whole lot of time left to spare, about 40 seconds remaining on the cap, but it is enough. They defeat Luminosity on map 1. And now it's going to be up to Luminosity to decide where we go next.
Wow, what a close match, though.
Rains from above.
Just rains from above. Long range barrage there, too.
Yeah, but that was early when Too Easy went nuts. He hugged the building very closely, so they didn't really even see him come in till the last second, till he was over top. And early on, he was just raining damage. He spread them up, and then the barrage came in, and he just put them in all different directions. His team was able to clean that up, and that was why they were able to cap that first point so well. Really nice plays out of Too Easy early. He has the capability of just having huge games at times.
Yeah, Too Easy definitely went off. Definitely had a bit of a game early on, but good contribution out of Reunited in general across the board. I mean, I think every member of Reunited had their moments in that game, but Luminosity did not make it easy on them, and Luminosity can come right back with a strong performance on map number 2.
Yeah, we're going to best of 3, so right now, if you don't really have a seasoned dog in the fight, you should be rooting for Luminosity right now, because you're rooting for Luminosity is rooting for Route 66, as map 3 is our scheduled map, or we could be going to it right now, but a guarantee game 3 would be Route 66 if we don't go to it immediately. What a great set so far. I mean, the double Zarya strategy was so cool. You can't run her really alone as a solo tank, but running 2 of them seemed to work fine, and the damage output from that was sick.
Well, the interesting thing, too, is that the Zaryas have positive synergy with each other, because if you land a good Graviton Surge and the other Zarya is charged up, I mean, right-click is tailor-made to do tons of AoE damage to people in that situation, so double Zarya can have a whole lot of positive momentum as well. So
which then feeds into her ult as well.
Yes.
Because she's doing the damage.
Yeah, no, it's definitely, they both have positive gameplay with each other. Not to mention, just from a psychological standpoint, it's hard to deal with shields coming out that often on non-Zarya characters. I mean, you have double the allied shields as well, so it can be very difficult to deal with from the other side, just in terms of target selection and all the rest, because everything seems to get shielded.
Yeah, it throws off your timing too, because you don't really want to be shooting at someone with shields. You don't know when that shield's going to go down necessarily, because there's 2 of them, so you're not really sure who gave that one and where it's going off, and you don't really want to be feeding into shields, because then you're giving them damage boost, and so it's hard to even run a Junkrat against that composition for free damage and charging up. It causes all sorts of problems, is what we're saying.
Definitely. So, waiting right now for Luminosity to decide on the next map. While we have a moment in time, we're going to check the Matcherino page for you guys, show who is on top donation-wise. We have $750 goal for today. We are almost at $500 total. That goes directly to the players in a 70-30 split between the first and second place teams, and yeah, it's really easy. And Hex, do you want to tell them how they can donate on Matcherino?
Yeah, I mean, because if I can figure it out, I think anyone else can figure it out too. So you go to our Matcherino page, which has been coming in through chat. Moobot doing hard work today, so that is our Matcherino page. Or you can just go to Matcherino.com. We're on the front page there. It is our GosuGamers Overwatch Weekly Europe number 9. You hit sign in the upper right-hand corner. That brings you, it goes through your Twitch stuff. Very easy, simple. And then you click the donate button. You're like, hey, but I don't want to donate. I have money and I need to spend it on other stuff. I totally get that, but we're going to hook you up. You can donate for free, as we like to say. The coupon code is GGEU9, GGEU9. That puts $1 into the prize pool. Doesn't cost you a thing. Of course, if you want to throw in some money on top, we will appreciate it. Not we generally, but the players would appreciate it. So if you like any of the teams still remaining in the bracket, that goes directly into our prize pool, goes directly to the players. Of course, our prize pool is initially furnished by Roccat, DX Racer, and G2A as well.
So, Hex, I have really good news for the people at home. We are going to Route 66.
Woo!
It's happening.
Yeah, we got to see this once so far in competitive. We saw Reunited play against IDDQD on this map yesterday. It's a really cool map, so dynamic. There's verticality, there's open space, there's closed space, there's alleys, there's fighting. It's everything. I haven't really gotten to explore and play it as much as I'd like. The polish on this map is phenomenal. Going to the last phase, which is kind of a big box store with an America trailer in it. Yeah, it's just a fun map, and I think we're going to get to learn more today. I would not be surprised to see Soldier 76 on this map. I think second point is tailor-made for him.
Yeah, second point definitely tailor-made for 76 here. Well, even the first point, really. I mean, we saw when we look at IDDQD, they were able to get a lot of value off running Pluppy on 76 just at the first point alone. Just very, very effective.
Yep, yeah, it would be interesting. Who knows? The meta's changed so much. We haven't seen double Zen today. We've barely seen Zen. I'm not feeling very harmonious, but that's okay. Just, I don't know. This is the second time we get to see Route 66 in competitive play.
Get the Route 66 music, too.
I wish I had music on. I've had music on in client for a long time.
Wow, you're a terrible person.
I know.
What happened to you in the Dorado music, honestly?
I just know that's in my actual playlist. I have it on Spotify.
I'm just going to note here the great reference here. My camera spawned right by the thing saying propane and propane accessories. God bless. Oh, man. So, we get to see the defense for Luminosity coming out here. We got Milo on the Reinhardt, Esper on the Mercy, Harblu on a defensive Winston, so that's new. Seagull on defensive 76, Pyro on the Lucio, and Enigma gonna round things out on the McCree.
I wonder if the defensive Winston is just a hope to charge the ult very quickly and then just start chucking people off this cliff. One would hope. On offense, though, we are going to see 2 easy on Tracer, Unfixed on Genji, Morte on Zenyatta, Winghaven on Symmetra, Cruz on Lucio, so the beginnings of the double orb composition, but they're going to round it out. Valutaja off of the Cowboy onto the Pirate on Torbjorn.
Yeah, so Valtaja, is it pirate skin? No, he's not on pirate skin. You can't tease us like that, X.
Oh, no,
He's clearly not a pirate.
Unfortunately, I got a
He's just a mere dwarf
last night, so every Torbjorn is now a pirate in my eyes.
Yeah, well, regardless, the Reunite offense about to go out. That is Torbjorn fueled. Aardvark pays off and all of that. Enigma right now with on the McCree for the defense, and look at where Luminosity is holding. They're not contesting the first spin, they're holding back over here, and it's going to be interesting to see this. Also, Seagull in 76, Seagull usually in the projectile characters, don't see him on the hit scan characters as often, but it's happening here today.
Yeah, they're going to try to
Seagull, nice right click there, takes out Voltage's turret, and is now charging in off the Lucio speed boost. Luminosity not wasting any time here. Seagull going to go down to Winghaven, however. As the offense of Reunited rolls forward here. Too Easy able to take out Enigma. Too Easy with a second kill on the Milo, so Too Easy now rolling. He's moving all the way forward into the next point here on Route 66.
Absolute full wipe. Unfix is going to be going forward. That orb actually disappears off his head as he's been out of line of sight for 3 seconds. He might come back to try to get the orb, but I think he's just trying to keep eyes on the team to let them know when the defense is actually posted up again.
Look at this. Too Easy usually waits for the backline and decides, you know, I'm going to get some free poke on Winston because why not? And Tracer, one of the few characters that can still be pretty aggro and attacking, more so than, say, Genji can nowadays. Milo is going to take down the turret. Pulse Bomb comes out from Too Easy. Unfixed and Cruz combined for a kill each on this fight so far. Take a look at Voltaja. Voltaja, the battle dwarf, as it were, able to kick off a kill on Milo. And Too Easy and Unfixed combined for a whole bunch there. And look at this. Everyone's getting armored up.
Yeah, I mean, that is the benefit of a Torbjorn that we don't often see, is that if you get those kills, you're getting the armor, the scrap on the ground, and giving your team armor, and they become very difficult to kill.
Yeah, and this is, I'm not sure where this innovation came from, if it was an IDDQD thing or a team IDDQD scrim, but definitely seeing a lot more of this Torbjorn on attack, more so than I think we've ever seen in the past. Looking now at the offense, Unfixed has Dragon Blade ready. He's going to be looking to go in on that very shortly. And Dragon Blade's still very, very effective when it's out.
Yeah, Seagull had been switching up characters. He dropped onto Hanzo for a moment, but they already had Enigma on Widowmaker, so Seagull now on
Seagull landing kill after kill on the top. The Fair Switch being very effective so far, catching Reyna off guard. Too Easy able to take it hard blue, but there's 3 down now for the Reunited side. Dragon Blade is coming out, but having some issue getting value. We'll take out Seagull, actually. And down goes Mercy. No resurrect is going to happen. 5 kills now for Reunited. Dragon Blade turning that around in the end after kind of a lackluster start, and now this is really good for Reunited. They can just move forward to the next point.
Yeah, when they're winning fights, they're absolutely winning fights. They're getting all just full team wipes out, and it looks like, you know, Luminosity is a little bit, you know, kind of confused right now. They're switching heroes after almost every life. Enigma's now going to be coming up on Tracer.
Yeah, Enigma has a great Tracer, though, so I don't think that's a bad idea at all. So, Pulse Bomb does come out. Is it going to blow up Enigma? No! Enigma able to blink out of that. Too Easy not getting value there, but Mercy running afoul of Too Easy will go down to Too Easy. 3 kills for Reunited there, just picking off people one by one. I don't really think Luminosity ever got grouped up there, and this is a radically fast time coming out from Reunited so far.
Yeah, Molten Core came off on the turret on the cart. Very difficult to deal with. They're going to get it to 4th point here in very quick time. And it's kind of hard to figure out if it's a quick time or it's a regular time. We don't see a ton of this map, but I feel like they're setting a very good pace right now.
They are setting a very good pace, and taking a look here. Seagull, actually, it's kind of interesting. He had Barrage up on Pharah. He decides to dump it in favor of going Genji. I thought at least we would have seen a Barrage up there, but I guess not. We do have defensive sound barrier coming down, but no! Pyro dies before he drops the beat! And instead the offense is dropping the beat, instead they're rushing forward. The sound barrier never hit Luminosity! And Too Easy able to mop up as a result! That's a terrible! If the sound barrier went off for Luminosity, it would have been a completely different fight, but it didn't! So they just got full wipe. The sound barrier comes off now, but it's probably too little too late as Reunited setting a very quick time on 66. Wow.
Nearly every fight they won it completely and utterly. And so that's a really easy way to move the cart when the entire team is dead.
Yeah, I think it was Voltage. I'm not sure it was. I want to say it's Voltage, but I'm not sure. But whoever it was that got the pick on Pyro, that was game winning. That was my personal play of the game. Because it completely ruined the sound barrier. It screwed all the timings up for Luminosity. And wow, just Great pickoff for them, leading to great things. 339 is the time to beat. And yes, we don't have the greatest amount of experience with Route 66, but I feel like 339 is going to be a rough team or time for Luminosity.
I feel like anything sub 4 is at a blazing fast time, and perhaps someone maybe caught that highlight earlier. They can maybe highlight it for plays.tv for us. Be nice. See who killed that Lucio.
Indeed. And yeah, for those who are wondering, we are playing your replays in between rounds from plays.tv. Just send them over. Admins will choose the best, and we'll get to that in between rounds. So definitely want to bring you some good semifinal highlights after the semifinal completes. Hopefully this will go to 3, but Luminosity going to have to come out with a blazing fast time versus Reunited if they want to stay alive in this tournament.
Yeah, you have at least 3 minutes and 39 seconds to do so, though, as that is the time set by Reunited on Route 66, an extremely fast offense. We're going to have to see a very aggressive and a lot of team wipes actually coming out from Luminosity here if they want to try to beat that time.
We get treated to the Route 66 music again on map side. It's great. So looking at the defense as it sits up here for Reunited, looks like we're gonna have 2 easy on the Tracer, Cruz on the Lucio, Voltaja on 76, Winghaven on Symmetra, Unfixed on Zarya, and Morte, my guess is that he's gonna end up on a Zenyatta. He's just there, the speed boost out, good old Winghaven.
Yeah, I mean, you might have seen, I mean, all the character switching just makes me kind of a little weary for Luminosity, but it might actually be partially the effect of the ping that they're playing with. They are probably playing with about 120 ping. Might not be the most comfortable on certain heroes, too. So it is something to keep in mind.
Yeah, ping definitely affects performance of heroes on cross-continental play. I mean, honestly, it's not that bad to the point where you definitely have teams that will compete on US and EU, respectively. IDD, QD, of course, very dominant on both sides of the Atlantic, but it's still a disadvantage, despite what people might otherwise think.
Okay.
And Morte does end up on that Zenyatta. So where are we seeing out of the offense?
Offensively, Harblue is going to be running the Symmetra. Milo, it looks like he's going to Torbjorn. Seagull on Genji. Pyro on Lucio. Enigma on Tracer. And Esper on Zenyatta. So what we've been seeing lately is kind of the core of the double orb composition with only one Zenyatta. And then we've actually seen a lot of Torbjorn added into this.
Yeah, I mean, the Torbjorn on offense, that's one of the new wrinkles to the meta that really has taken off in about really the last week and a half. It's brand new, but it's been super effective, and teams are definitely wanting to run it.
Yeah, I mean, getting that armor up is so crucial too. We'll see how it goes, but this is a map again where you see where people in pubs hold one place and the pros hold somewhere else, because everyone else in pubs holds in these train cars right on first point.
Yep. So we see Luminosity offense moving forward. They're going to need to set a very good time indeed. They are running the Zenji combo, as it were. Orb is on Seagull. We're going to see what Seagull's Genji is able to do here, and if it's able to crack the Reunited defense with enough time remaining.
Yeah, they get it around the first run pretty quick. There is a turret set up too. They're going to have to do something to try to take this high ground now.
Yep, Unfixed, able to take out Enigma there, so first blood going to Reunited. Seagull, though, getting in deep, has the Zenyatta in his sights, needs one more right click. Will he get it? Trying to take out Morte, not able to take him out just yet. He's missing the last part. Finally, takes out Morte, but his team is dying all around him. That's 4 kills for the defense. Look at the Seagull starting to turn around. Gets enough for the Drying Blade coming back in.
Yeah.
Life still could be alive here for Luminosity. Sword is coming out, is going to take out Winghaven. So even as everything was done around him, Seagull able to pick off a few kills towards the end.
Yeah, and he does force the resurrection out too, because they don't want to have to walk back to spawn. Seagull's still alive. Now he finally goes down on top of Big Earl's diner.
Yeah, no, Seagull definitely adding his contribution there, taking a look at Enigma. Enigma coming in, does have his Pulse Bomb charged up now, could be looking to drop it on the Zarya. Drops on Zarya, but unfortunately just feeds her shield. Shield was still up in the end. Voltaja, meanwhile, had everything in his sights, got 3 kills. So, Voltaja with that Mercy boost, able to do a lot of work, and now, here's the part that's,
Yeah, too easy. DC.
2 easies left. There's 2 minutes left here, so this could be the turnaround they, Luminosity might need, whether it's what Reunited was planning or not, I should say.
Well, here's the thing. Reunited, I don't think would even want to regame even with him gone, because they might be able to hold this 5v6 because they've held so long here and they set such a good time. There's only about a $145 left for them to finish. Too Easy actually does reconnect. Not an issue anymore.
Yep. So right now we see Voltaja right now poking S76 on top, and Luminosity has to move forward with this power play. Too Easy is disconnected, although he might be back in. Okay, Too Easy is back in, so power play is over. Multiple kills coming out from Luminosity off that power play, so to speak, but with only a minute 30 left, I'm not sure they have enough time now.
Yeah, defensive teleporter comes up too, so they can afford to take some losses on defense if they need to. They also are going to have resurrection up at some point here. The Pulse Bomb comes in, does nothing.
Yep, so right now we see Too Easy going in off the flank. Is going to run afoul of Enigma. Enigma with that orb. Kind of sketchy for Too Easy to fight against. Too Easy going to have to potentially back out. But Unfixed, though, with the Zarya spam, is able to take out the turret. So Luminosity having to fight for every little inch that they get here. Offensive Transcendence is out. Meanwhile, Molten Core out for the offense. Milo dropping Molten Core. I think his turret is dead, though, so this is just a battle Torbjorn, as it will. And still doing decent value. I mean, kills were in Luminosity's favor up till a moment ago until Too Easy and Unfixed just went absolutely off. Now a little bit more murky. Defensive Transcendence on top of the payload. And take a look at Unfixed. He is super charged up here. And look at this beautiful Zarya ult going to draw in everyone. Might be getting Seagull as well. Great play from Unfixed. And GG is called.
Teleporter online.
And there it is. Reunited going to win 2-0 over Luminosity. Moving their way to the grand finals. And will it be IDDQD in the grand finals, Hex?
I believe so. I think chat said it was. I haven't alt-tabbed out. I will do that now.
All right, so chat, if it is IDDQD, chat, I want you to be very careful. The chat's going to get infected with Taviko-size spam very shortly.
It happens.
Try not to fall prey to it. It is a disease. Just be aware. Protection
it's a
is
beautiful
the best
disease, though. It is IDDQD in the finals. We didn't, of course, watch any of their games as they rolled through the bracket. They beat the bye week, of course, 2-0. IDDQD then won 2-0 versus 425. IDDQD then won 2-0 versus Gringos. Not even having to play Quake Fortress. Gringos with a great upset there against Quake Fortress. Look for them in the future. So they had a pretty easy way to the brackets. Really, anyone in their way is a pretty easy way for IDDQD. They have not lost in over a month now. Reunited, looking for a rematch from yesterday. We saw them play. They got 4-0'd yesterday by IDDQD. So we are going to our grand finals of the GosuGamers Overwatch Weeklies EU number 9, IDDQD versus Reunited.
Yep, said better than I could. So we're going to be taking a quick break.